everybody, I'm Jimify, and in this video I'm going to be talking about tests, stress, and me. Now, before I begin, I'd like to ask you, if any of you have enjoyed my videos, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyway, let's start the video. So, to start, I'm generally if I do say so myself, really good. I have really high levels in some subjects and not so high levels in other subjects. My best and favourite subjects, I'd have to say, are probably maths, hence why I have a series around it, Welsh, hence why I have another series around it, and drama, which I don't have a series about yet. But even in these awesome lessons, we always have tests. Now, there's 3 different kinds of tests. There's assessment, where you have to just write what you're talking about. Like, for example, you write about the subject and certain things you do give you certain levels. You talk about it in front of a large amount of people or giving a presentation. And there's where the teacher gives you questions and you have to answer them. There is also a different kind of assessment, only in drama obviously, where you just perform and certain techniques get you to a certain level, but they're easy. For me, anyway. There are 2 different subjects that are the worst for having tests, and I'm going to mention them in this video. The first lesson that's infamous for having lots of tests is maths. Now, I love maths, as I've already mentioned, so as long as you revise and you try your hardest, maths is really easy. It's my second favourite lesson to have tests in because everyone is so quiet. Like, you sit down, you open your paper, you have your questions, and everyone's just so quiet. You could drop a pin in there and everyone would tell you to shut up because it was too noisy. Here's a little tip from me to you. If you're still in school and you're doing a maths test, all the easy stuff is going to be on the front of the first couple of pages and the middle of the book. Towards the end of the book, it's going to be all the really hard stuff which you either haven't been taught yet, or the really hard stuff of which you have been taught. The council do this because they need to see if most of the people know this material already, because the council decide what the pupils are going to learn during that term. Now, some of you might think the math tests are really stressful. As long as you revise well and you listen to the teacher, they are incredibly easy, right? When our teacher says that we have to revise, some people just go on websites and you get the idea. I took it one step further and I made a whole series on YouTube talking about maths and different ways to do stuff. Now that is revision. Now, I love maths, but even I'm starting to get really fed up with talking about it. The next infamous lesson, I would say, is history. Now, most of it is giving presentations about what you've learnt in class. It's also really funny because when you're performing, or when you're first I'll talk about researching. The researching part is really important. If you don't research enough, you can't get the highest level. But if you don't perform good enough, you don't get the highest level. You have to really concentrate. It's very complicated sometimes. When you're giving a presentation, it's really stressful. And I always use the same kind of phrase or sentence when I'm starting my presentations. It always goes, "Hello everybody, I'm Jamie, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why the Romans should never have invaded," and then whatever, blah 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 blah. On the other hand, sitting and watching people's presentations for an hour is incredibly boring. You could tell that people hate doing it, and they're only doing it for a mark, and it's just really draining. And then at the end of it, you're forced to give them a what went well, and you're like, I guess they did it. Even better if they did everything else. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. 3 or 4 times a year, there are these official tests. Now, when you're doing them, everyone is drop dead quiet. You have teachers walking around, and if they even suspect that you're cheating, oh, you're in deep trouble, you know? Anyway, you do your test, and, well, teachers and whoever marks the test, and you have to wait a couple of months for your result. Now, during those couple of months, I'm a nervous wreck, because it's those tests that determine whether you're going to be in the same class next year, whether you're going to be put in a lower set, whether you just ruined your life because you never revised that one piece of maths. You get the idea. So, yeah, I'm always at my worst during those kind of months. Last year, my mum opened the letter and went, "Jamie, get down here." Maybe not in such a deep voice, though. And I started panicking. And in reality, it turned out I had done really well. But the fact that she said it as if I didn't really, really, really panicked me. Now, during presentations and work, I prefer working on my own. However, in extreme cases when I absolutely have to work in a group, I prefer working in groups of 2 or 3. Any more than that, and well, it's really hard. I can work in a group of 2 or 3 because in my class, I have 2 friends who, like me, are social outcasts. And, yeah, I can say the one girl's name, Merin, because she commented on my last video and, well, she has a YouTube channel, which means her name's out there for the world to see. And the other girl I won't say just in case. But yeah, we're a good trio. Merin's a science geek, and I'm a drama over enthusiast. Even if we don't always see eye to eye, we are really good at working together in a group. Even if Merin stole the main part from me in business class, give it back. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. And have a good day. Goodbye.